when I'm older, why am I going to listen to you when you tell me concentrate at school, make sure I do this, make sure I do that? We choose our role models as youngsters, and for me, my role model was that guy that used to come past my estate in a Mercedes car, and sometimes he'd come past on a motorbike, and he's pulling wheelies as he drives past, vroom, 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 pulling big wheelies. We're all picking up the football, running over, looking at him like, wow, look how cool this guy is. I want to be like him when I'm older. That's who I want to be like. I want to have these things. That will make me happy. And I look at him as he drives past. I think to my friends, yeah, that's my cousin, you know. He's not even my cousin. I look up to him so much when he told these lies. Or we go inside the house and we watch TV as youngsters and we see this material world. You know, this optical illusion that there's a world out there, these dreams, the way these superstars dress today, they're looking at like the Kardashians and these music stars. Back then I was looking at Jay-Z and this rapper Jim Jones, and I'm watching them on TV because we ain't got no money. So when I see these guys on TV and they're talking about we stay fly, no lie, you know there's balling, and he's got on designer clothes and jewelry and it's shining, it's blinging, I'm looking at my TV like, wow, this is the life. Or I'm watching Jay-Z rapping about we're in Ferraris and Jaguars, switching 4 lanes, top down, screaming out money ain't a thing, hey. And he's driving past Jermaine Dupri, and he's in a Ferrari, he's in a Jaguar, they got the top down, they got girls sitting on the back. These girls are wearing like bikinis, they're in Monaco or Saint-Tropez, driving past the water, next minute they're on yachts. This life looks luxurious through the young man's eyes. We watch this and this is what we want to be like. This is who we want to grow up to be. This is how we want to live. We want those big houses. I done a workshop not long ago in Luton, not far from here, and I asked the youngsters, 16, 17, what do you want to have? What do you want to be? What do you want to become? They all said, I said, be honest. Look, your youth workers ain't here now. They're talking to me. What do you want? They said, I want a big house. I want a big car. I want this. I want that. This is what we want. And this is what I strive for. I didn't want to be, I used to go to the church when I was young. I didn't want to be a church boy once I passed 13. I didn't want to be at these talks listening to people talk about orphans, or I didn't want to be in a religious guy because that seemed boring to me. I wanted this luxurious lifestyle. We think this is where happiness lies. We search for happiness in all the wrong places. But how do we end up? When I had all those things, I started doing those criminal activities. To gain these things, I had an emptiness inside. By the time I reached 18 or 19, this emptiness where I didn't understand the purpose of life. I didn't understand what I'm living for. What are we created for? I didn't understand creation. Is there a God? I definitely believe there was. But what did this God create me for? What did this God create this world for? Who was going to give me these answers to these questions in my head? No matter how much money I had, no matter what designer clothes I had, no matter what car I was driving, that emptiness could not be filled until I understood what the purpose of my life was. Because if we don't know the purpose of life, we might as well not know anything. And that's what a Muslim said to me once. He said, what's the purpose of your life? And when he said this question to me, it made me think. You know, you're thinking like, oh, you know, just to live life. He's like, if you can't answer this, what's the point in answering anything? He said, you come from a God, a creator. You're here to worship that God, that creator. Because when you die, you're going to return to that God, that creator. Everything you do now while you're in this life, there's angels surrounding you that are taking notes of these things. And you're going to have to account for these things, because after you die, and you could die at any time, you're going to return to that creator, and he will take your book out, and you'll have to account for everything you've done. How did you earn your money? What did you spend your money on when you had it? How was your character? How was your mannerism? How did you deal with people in the streets? How did you handle your friends? How did you handle strangers that you walk past? Was you polite? Was you caring? Was you giving? Was you sharing? Was you stingy? Was you an arrogant person? Was you boastful? Was you a liar? All these things you're going to be judged upon. So then I start looking at my life and how I live. And I start questioning myself. How am I with my parents, with my family, with my neighbors? How do I earn my money? Wow. What do I spend my money on? Wow. If I die today and I'm judged today, then what will happen to me? He told us about this judgment day. This day when everyone will be raised up after we die. This is the reality. And on that day, you're going to either be rewarded with this heaven or you're going to be punished. So then I start thinking, wow, again, I'm wasting my time chasing all these dreams and these desires. I need to prepare myself for this judgment day, because I do not want to be a loser on that day. So what's required of me? I went to the bookshop. I need to start reading some books. I need to read books. I need to know what is wanted of me in this life so that I can be a winner on this day. And in the bookshop, the guy said to me, Salaam alaikum, come in. And he started showing me some books. And I said, what is it, the Quran? Should I read the Quran? He said, no, this might be too deep for you. Take this book. It was called The Truth for the Life of This World by a guy called Harun Yahya. And he said to me when I left that bookshop, now you're taking these steps to Allah, young man. Allah's going to come running to you. I never really understood him. But in weeks to come, I started to understand the meaning of this. Because, like I said, when I was in school as a teenager, if my teacher stopped me in class, said, Ashley, stop talking, because I probably would have been talking. I was very disruptive. And said, what do you know about Islam, Ashley? I would have said, yo, is that a country near Pakistan or something? I was very ignorant to this religion. But now I started reading these books, I started understanding this religion, I started understanding, hold on, a Muslim, in my dictionary says one who surrenders themselves to God. In brackets, Allah. I believe in God, why would I not submit to Him? Is this what I need to do? Okay, I want to submit to God then. I wanted to become a Muslim. And I became a Muslim that day. And the day I became a Muslim and took my Shahada, just to be brief, was the first day I experienced some real love. Because I went in a room and we was all sitting around and we was all eating from the same plate. All different ages, different nations, different colours, all sitting together. And the way we were sharing, the brothers was force-feeding me almost. They was caring about what I'm eating. They're like, brother, eat this, eat that, eat this. And I'm like, he just gave me a piece of meat. He's like, okay, yeah, take this piece as well. I was like, wow, there's so much love in this room. And this is why I experienced in Islam, that real love, because I started thinking about my own family. And I realised I've never even sat around a table with my own mum, dad, and brothers and sisters before, ever in my life, and ate a meal. But this family, this Islam, I noticed it in every household. Even when I went to Egypt, the way they sat around and they all ate together, I started experiencing some real love. And then I started to do this poetry, to rap, which I'm going to do now, about my story of my life. But there's even different things I experienced in this. Because there was a time when I was asked to do it, and I would do it upon request. But then slowly it started growing, and before I knew it, I was doing it in front of like 20,000 people. I'm doing it in Malaysia, all over. And you have to question yourself again. Can I get lost in this world? Because even as Muslims that are practicing, we can still get lost in our religion and forget what we're here for. And that original question, what is our purpose of life? We have to remind ourselves, it's not about what we're doing, it's about why we're doing it. Like, why did we come to this event today? We have to remember, okay, it's not just to say hello to each other, and none of these things should just become routine. So me personally, why I love this event is because even personally at the start of the year, I said, I don't want to just do events all the time, just rapping all the time. I want to actually work for a charity and work with these orphan kids. The orphans is what touched me the most. So I got started doing more work in Indonesia, going out. Now I wasn't getting paid for this now because to rhyme at events, they paid me. But now I was going out freely. I want to go out and feed these children, do food drops and stuff, because what I found is that after everything I've done in this world, and I've done everything you can think of, the thing that's brought me the most contentment and that inner peace and that happiness that I was looking for is when I'm feeding these little kids and you're making other people happy. This is the best thing we can do. And Allah, this God, is rewarding us for it, and this is one of the best things we can write down in our book, so that on that day, on that judgment day, I can say, yeah, this is what I spent my time doing. Inshallah, it gets accepted from us. Ameen. I will go into some poetry now, and then we can eat some food. Bismillah. Sorry, again, has anyone heard me live do this before? No, not many. I can do some old stuff and new stuff. I'll mix it up. How should I start? I'm standing at my window as the sun goes down, looking at the sky, hear the birds make sounds, yeah. Thinking about my life and this purpose I found. It's beautiful how I can turn it around, yeah. Well, mama screaming out, turn the music down, child. And I was on them streets every day, I was young and wild. I didn't find happiness in those streets, no. And in Islam, I found peace Who would have known? I came from the ghetto, I transformed. I grew up all alone, I learned from what I saw. I lived it, survived it, not living it no more. I can live this life now, whether rich or poor. And I was on the dance floor in Atlanta. Now I'm in this holy city, Mecca, doing Umrah. I was in a street gang, practically a gangster. Now I'm in this brotherhood, this Islamic Ummah. Thinking about the things I woulda and coulda done if it wasn't for Shahada on my tongue or this faith in my heart. And my mind getting guided from the street lifestyle, I was blinded. Nobody there to tell me what was wrong and right. I was doing sins from the sunset to sunrise. Walking with my eyes closed, Allah open up my eyes. Now I'm trying to get Fajr in before the sunrise. Who Allah guide, no one can misguide. Who Allah misguide, nobody can guide. Life is a journey, the team's coming for the ride. Shout out to the angels on my left and my right side. And they say it's time for a companion. You need to get married, bro. Be wise with your decision. Marry for the deen, you don't want no glamorous supermodel. You just want your queen to be simple and humble. And remember that money isn't everything. I'm like, if that's the case, why spend 20,000 on the wedding and a diamond for the dowry and a car and all these things? It all seems pretty extravagant to me. I don't remember none of this from the books that I read. Don't remember none of this from the videos I see. But please don't take no offense to what I scream. I'm not in love with your culture, I'm in love with this deed. Anyway, let's get back to the pathway. There's many routes to Jannah. Why do we choose the hard way? Allah gave instructions. Why do we want to do it our way? It's only going to lead to destruction on the last day. And the last day what brought me to this place. When I was sitting watching those videos, you should have seen the look up on my face. I was learning about creation, mankind and jinn. Wait, that's another thing, jinn. I was like, hold up, what's a jinn? So you mean there's more to this life, we're not alone in this world. There's a world of the unseen. So when I'm walking in my bathroom, something could be in there. Driving in my car alone, something could be on the other chair. Sleeping in my bed at night, something could be in my bed. It's the first thing that got MB scared. And I never forget the words that sister said. She said there's one inside her body and it's messing with her head. And it's speaking through her mouth and it's controlling her behavior. We need to hold her down, read Quran and do some ruqyah. Allah protect her. Allah protect us. Allah protect me. I'm not a kid no more, I got my own baby. Her name's Samaya and she'll soon be a lady. Help me raise her and take her on thee. It's amazing when I look at where I am today. This is when I was raised amongst a call, it's the chosen way. I used to go into my church every Sunday. Mum was cooking recipes, listening to reggae. I was a typical black boy, a typical black household, walking with my jeans low, face like I own the road. Before there was no hope, I used to make a lot of dough. Ask me about Islam or Allah, I said I don't know. A few books, a few months, a lot of reading. New season, it brings a new way of thinking. I reason what a Muslim is speaking. I listen, I smile because the beauty I found in his religion. This is what was missing. This is the final piece of the puzzle. It's all starting to make sense now. Before it was all muddled, I was stuck in the jungle, blind like a bat. Now I see quite clear, it's Allah, thank you for that. He brought me the facts, now the boy from the flats is the boy, laid his head down on the mat, it's as simple as that. And now that I found Islam, inshallah, I'ma never turn back. Cause I was on the outside looking in, ghetto child lingering, thinking should I take it now, thoughts were just wavering, will it make my daddy proud? What am I gonna say to him? Can I go back to my house? Mommy, I'm a Muslim, how's she gonna take it down? How they gonna take it in? Will I end up kicked out? Will I get a kick in? I don't know what to do, I gotta plan my next move, I wanna take Shahada soon. I really gotta think it through. You see what's right for me, I have to do. Live for me and not for you. I don't believe that is true. The things I read up in the news, it's my choice, I'ma choose. I ain't got nothing to lose. This is religion, the truth. Read the books, found the proof. I remember Ismail came to me. He sat me down and said to me, what's your purpose in life? It just is like a game to me. And I would think occasionally, you know what, Ismail was right. I need to fix up my life tonight. Could be my last night. So just before the summer year 2002, mine's already had a one and now it's time to make a move. Made my way down to the stews, let me link up with my crew. Sitting on a single chair, running my fingers through my hair. I said, yo, it's your Phil, it's your older brother here. Thankfully he says, yeah, it's my yo, he's downstairs. He'll be up in a minute, he's having a word with his mother. He comes up, I tell him I want to take my shahada. He looks at me and smiles, stand up, receive a hug. He said, I see you as a friend of mine, I look you like a bro. Now I can feel the love, no longer feeling lost. He said, take off your cross, let's take a drive to New Cross. So I met my Uncle Yasser and his brothers from all over. He said, it's time to live the ghetto life, way over your shoulder. And I said, La ilaha illallah, Muhammad Rasulullah. There's no true God except Allah. Muhammad is his messenger. Now I ain't going church no more. I'm going Jummah. Friday, Stretton Mosque, Mumtaz and the Khutbah. I wanted to get the front row. I have to get there early. He read the prayer in Arabic. I understood this barely. I really got to learn it quick. Let me get myself a teacher. And then I went to Egypt so I could learn the language better. I was feeling all emotional. Let me write my mum a letter. In Egypt, feeling lonely, wanted to find myself a lover. I tried to get married, then I suffered a bit of racism. He said she's going to be with me because my parents were Jamaican. I'm like, hey, I still pray. I fast in Ramadan. He's like, no, don't mind if you marrying a black man. I'm like, alright, cool. I'm going to make the art for you. And you know what, brother? Just make the art for me too. I'm just happy I'm a Muslim. I came from them streets to Islam. The ghetto. And when I see my brother give a palm, embrace with a hug and greet him with salam. Salamu alaikum. Yeah, I'm a Muslim. I came from them streets to Islam. The ghetto. When I see my brother give a palm, embrace with a hug and greet with salam. Salamu alaikum. And Mum always tried her best to make sure her son was focused. Mum always had a smile no matter how slow I progress. And Mum would always say, that's my son, he's the best. And Mum never let me forget that this life was just a test. But I was raised in Christianity. I used to go to church. Mum would drop me off to school, then she'd rush off to work. And Mum saw her son change when I turned 19, but she still loved me the same when I converted to the deen. She just started asking questions. Son, why you do that? I say, Mum, sit with me, watch a DVD of Ahmed Dida. And slowly but surely, Mum recognized the truth and appreciate the changes that I've made since my youth. But she knew I was flying away. She wanted to spend the day together. Yeah, this is our moment. We went mosque and prayed together. It was enough to make me smile. Look at my mum with her hair cover. And then she brought the news. She wanted to take her shahada. I said, Allahu Akbar. Because obviously, I love Allah the most in this dunya. And then I love the Prophet and his sunnah. But after my love for Islam, comes a love for my mother. And I told my mother, when I die, don't cry. Just pray for me at my janazah. Why? I believe in a life that goes on beyond the sky. I'm just trying to get there while I'm here still alive. And yeah, I'm surprised. I didn't think that I would be able to lead the things that I've done before. But I now they see me in the street. They say, Bilal, how's it going? I reply, Alhamdulillah, it's going fine. The grass is greener on the other side. The women are more cleaner and these men are more polite. I love my new family. I love my new life. See, now I can smile even if I die tonight. But if I die tonight, tell my mother, don't cry. Pray for me at my janazah. Why? I believe in a life that goes on beyond the sky. I'm trying to get there while I'm here still alive. So I was raised in a town where we all chase the same things. Finally found from them streets I was raised in. 'Cause I can't go down the same road no more. Unfortunate, I found the law. Now like a soldier, I'ma stand up and pray to my Lord. Like a soldier, I'ma fast my 30 days for my Lord. Like a soldier, calculate the cap and pay for my Lord. Like a soldier, Hajj and Umrah gets made for my Lord. Like a soldier. Cause when I was 15, I wore my hat low. Backwoods on those back rows. I had a string vest on my jean shorts, Air Max on my afro. I rode a GT doing wheelies. I saw tapes turn into CDs. Love's turned into envy. I'm turned into MB. I didn't change when they hated me. I didn't change when they rated me. Allah sees what they didn't see and rewarded me with these brownies. So at 19, I'm in a masjid, socks off on that carpet, shahada on the tip of my tongue, and it's equal where my heart is. Going back to the day where I started, hair fade without parting, tracksuit in a Mercedes, text messages from these ladies, and they would say I've gone crazy. Ghetto child from those 80s, I was raised on Bob Marley, now listening to Mashari, Rashid Al-Afasi. Why I changed, they asked me. To them this life means everything. To me it's only temporary. So at 21 I went to Egypt, learning Quran and Arabic. I was an Ahli fan, not Zamalek. And Medina Nas is where I live. I wasn't faced by the pyramids. I was faced by the love they give out there with no family, but I'm still eating with families. And at 28, I went to QA, London boy from a bad estate, out here with this gold road in my flip-flops and my white fold. How did I get here? I don't know. Where are my old friends? I don't know. But if I die tomorrow, then this is the way that I want to go. Because I love it here, I found peace in this religion. I walked in with my hands up, told Allah I surrender. I threw the towel in, and I asked them, where should I begin? They told me, wash my right side, wash my left side, wash away my sins. Now I don't do this for the limelight of the people. It's for the dawn from Allah. We have to try and help the people. If we need help from Allah, show mercy to the people. We need mercy from Allah. How can we not forgive the people and ask forgiveness from Allah? But we become a people who's forgotten who we are. They say, Bilal, man, you could have been a star. Who cares? Look at them over there and look at what they're going through. How can we sit here and just smile and enjoy our food? When the brothers on the stage asking us to donate money, do we turn our heads away saying, no, this money's for me. I need this for my house. I need this for my car. I need this for myself. Do we have diseases in our hearts? Do we want for them? We want for ourselves. Brother, do we pray Allah gives them strength and health? Brother, do we forget about them because they're far? Do we love them? Fi sabilillah. Brother, do you want for me? What do you want for yourself? Brother, do you pray Allah gives me strength and health? Brother, do you forget about me because I'm far? Brother, do you love me? Fi sabilillah. Walking with his head down, books under his arm. He's reciting his favorite words from the Quran. As time goes around so soon. Yeah, time goes around so soon. والتين والزيتون والطور سينين وهذا البلد الأمين. Seen from the disbeliever as a stranger, seen as the one that brings terror and danger, but he just wants to focus on his deen. Head down, trying to focus on his deen. Thank you, it's been a pleasure entertaining you. I just hope this benefits you the way it's meant to. I took you on a journey, gave the story of my life. And I may not get to tell this story again after tonight, because this will be a good night, but it's been a good night, and if we pass this test, I'll say it's been a good life. I'm glad I put things right. I was on the bad path. Now I like to make ghusl in my bath, wrap my head up with a scarf. I like a nice faux duffer, a sleeveless puffer. I like trousers above the ankles, but there's problems in this dunya when I'm seeing the ankles clear. I'm like my 12th year. So this is like a 12-year-old inspiring his peers. Should I even be here? We could trade places, money, you could take a chair, and you don't even need to cheer or clap. And please don't compare me to rap. Because I am just a speaker. I speak in the language of the youth for understanding. I've been through what most of them been through. But now I'm on the stage with a different ambition. Like Malcolm, I'm a man on the mission. I made the transition. I came from them streets to Islam, the ghetto. When I see my brother give a palm, embrace with a hug and greet with salam. Salamu alaikum.